Oh, Big Hunter Dodge. He was a right tackle that I drafted. I moved him over to guard. 68 overall. Big boy. Big Hunter Dodge. Yeah, it only made sense. He was 6'4", 313. He was agile. And he had good power, too. He's got good strength. He's got 90 strength, so why not move him over to guard? Oh, what a stud. Oh, there's that guy, 42 Avion Myers. Look at this cat. 6'2", 203 out of USF. Wow, big upgrade. Dang. I don't know, I've seen that shit. Crazy. It's always hurt. Big Mike Melton with an upgrade. He's got 90 zone coverage. Mikey Melton with 80, man. Let's go. We know. We're ready to fucking get this shit going. 85 overall, Mikey Melton. Mikey Meltzer. 78 overall are the Titans. Ooh, they're in their alternates tonight. Titans. Do it. Sorry. Crazy. Game on. Oh, El Capitan. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for big 9-4 to make a play. That's Lester Lewis.
Hey everybody, it's the COLTS, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Donovan and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play.
Yeah, they're brutal.
They come in off a loss
Oh, look at 9, big 9-7.
and when you lose that way, at home,
watch
season
him run
opener,
out.
it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they can be well set up for the rest of the year.
The children will grown. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to win.
That's a
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly
that.
That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Gonna throw right side here, complete.
I was on the rookie.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
What a play. I'm not even quite sure what they were trying to do there.
But if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Back to throw. McKee throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
My uncle's name is Billy Donovan. Donovan.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh.
So a nice job breaking 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
On second down now, Callaway. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the number one offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Found a little room there as he's out to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Here's Jones on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Fucking pass right there, dude.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll run on 1st down. Count away. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line.
29 hitting with the COVID.
Power, but just not much room to operate. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 121 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Oh, you know, yeah,
this is fielded at the goal line. Return here, he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
I don't know, 7 weeks, maybe 8.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to eat up a little bit of the clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, in real
7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball
in this situation. I mean, it's not like it's a partial.
But I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation.
Yeah.
It's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. McKee. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
I thought I might have been beat on that. I didn't realize I was going to be like right on the money. I could have picked that. But, oh well.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And
look
not
at
even
Dean.
back to the line of scrimmage.
He's got some good pursuit out there on the edge on that side.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
It's cool. I get to see Johnny Sloan, man. He just got a big contract for this moment.
Right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. And I know you can't really
in the ball game here in this
but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield.
Dude, my run defense last year, I wonder what it was. It was
a gain of 3,
phenomenal.
As far as defensive starters go,
probably the best run D I ever had by far.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
All for nothing. Big L in the ball.
To throw on 2nd down.
McKee.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
There we go. That's why you're there. He's got to come up big right now.
And now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard because
he's a straight speed rusher, and he can do that.
Still make the right reads, make the proper
throws. Like you said, and guys in our
scheme can just
throw 4
interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Jones throwing to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Right.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, what are you doing?
He got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Now Jones, off play action.
Oh my God.
Knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the kick's away as he angles this one from the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this 1st half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the 2nd quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Oh,
yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. On 2nd down, Winters.
Wow.
It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On 3rd down.
Wow, right in the hole that I should have filled. Right in the gap that I should have filled.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. On 1st down, Winters. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. McKee. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I was waiting for one of those guys to cut down towards the middle of the field.
Because I remember when the strip sack kind of came into vogue, where defenders were taught not just to make the tackle, but do that little extra, try and jostle the arm of the runner and knock it free. And that's what we just saw there.
Jones now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw.
Come on, bro.
Sideline, but it's incomplete.
This has got to be money, man.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their route, and you're usually
that right there. It's just got to be buttered. I just lob it
to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
The turnover put him in great field position. And all the squander with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. We get a glance at the Colts defense as they work their way back on the field. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. Winters. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield.
Guys again.
So how are you going to combat that? You know, if it was to bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Off-play action. McKee. He's going deep for Brown.
He's got to be kidding me. No one got to him.
And he'll be taken down.
I thought he was about to get hit. I took my eye off of it for a second.
Wow. That will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So the line
that's what I thought. I thought I was waiting for him to get hit. I kind of hesitated.
Now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. McKee trying to lay one up deep.
Oh, he caught his own tipped ball.
Picked off at the 15.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
These 2 guys are way better than Willis.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablets.
Yeah, these 2 guys are better drive.
When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted in gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a lot of credit. Thank you for that much space to rumble.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Dude, he makes one-handed catches all the time, bro. This guy's nuts.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. His throw incomplete.
Arsenio Garrity sucks.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McKee. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Nice job by Kevin.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On now is the Titans punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Wow, we're setting it up nicely.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the 2nd quarter. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
You just got to, I guess, probably lead him a little farther, maybe. I don't know.
Colts, I was
going to throw that earlier, but I just waited.
He's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us
He's got to have the bazooka. That's what it is. You got to like let guys get farther towards the sidelines on like flags.
plenty more before this game is over.
Point after try forthcoming.
Alright, you gotta kind of let him. That sucked. Because I'm like trying to throw guys open, and these guys have to like get open for me.
Two-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards, all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. First down, McKee going right side here, and that's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. McKee nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
That's a pretty dark.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time
Mike Melton with the
picked off at the 48. And his guys are going to take over at their own 38-yard line.
How did he catch that?
Late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
No! I did the run after
the drive there is
catch.
incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success.
The in and up right there. The
second down throw for the
double
end zone,
move on the outside.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play.
94 or 5.
He's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one.
Brian Burns.
We'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in week 2. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville.
I was terrified for
and it's
my
a
run D.
Jaguars
I
who are
think
out
it's just a
front.
preseason.
Daniel
It was
Jones
weird.
has thrown a touchdown pass. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they
Jimmy
trail the
Townsend up
visiting Lions
24
in
zip
that
on
one.
the Bears right now.
The Lions were losers in their opener, trying to get back on level footing as they lead on the road. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. See what's happening with the Bengals. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Look at this throw.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here are the Colts to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against the Baltimore Ravens, and they have the lead here as well. On first down, Callaway. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Callaway. He'll have a first down past the 40. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones, and that'll be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Rocky Sin, a rookie 2nd-rounder from Temple, there to make the play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. And he fields it cleanly.
What's that?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll run on first down. Callaway. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground.
Oh, look at Julius Peppers out of the backfield getting a nice
look. They're inside the 25. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing
Jones balls out. It's picked up by the Titans. The return here will go to the 31-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it.
That could have been dangerous.
You got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Right back to him on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that point.
Oh, man,
the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, McKee finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field. Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. McKee. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
No, dude. I was hammering triangle before the ball.
The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football.
Oh, wow.
Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's taken in for a Titans touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with it?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Yeah, you're
Too
good.
early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Jones going to throw again. He's going to fire one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Winters.
Yeah, I missed that tackle, I bet.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me get it.
From the gun on third down. McKee is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Trying to get it with Snell. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Watch the screen.
From the gun, McKee.
Ooh, next week I tried to beat him and threw it, I still couldn't get
Just
him.
a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. Second and 9 now. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker,
Oh my God, the one you
maybe
dream
defense
of
been
in
dropping
blitz.
out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Looking to throw on second down. McKee, this will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. The Titans on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
Nice block.
Did they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
No gain on the play there, second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now Jones off the bootleg. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Back to throw. Jones.
Oh, my goodness. That was crazy.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Got me on the spizza.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And he'll take this one near the 25, put at the 26-yard line. Here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waiting moments of this one. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Looking to throw. McKee. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. 2nd and 4. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Throwing on first down. McKee throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 2nd and 13.
7 and 100.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
That's got to be
the Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, McKee. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Vinny Dean in great coverage on the time.
On now is the Titans punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel. And then under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Yeah, he is.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory.
Austin Jones,
oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
From the field.
So for the Colts, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gunn. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Much. Right, I'm afraid to throw certain passes to him too. Lester Lewis, 8 tackles, 4 for a loss. And a sack. Dean with another big game. Pick. Yeah. Mikey Milton with a pick. Mikey Milton with a hell of a pick on the sideline. Le'Veon Brewer with 3 tackles for loss. Vaughn with 2. Dean with 2. Lewis with 4 big ones for the Boys. Bowman with 2 sacks. Morency a pick. Marriott a pick. Got hurt on the pick. Melton a pick. Dean a pick. Forced fumble by Brian Bowman and a recovery by Darius Capper. A big safety by DeMarcus Vaughn. Oh, he's unreal. 4 punts for Campbell, 4 inside the 12. A bunch of upgrades here for the ball club. Big Josh Blanton getting an upgrade, a big old power upgrade for Blanton. Run block power +1 run block. Johnny Sloan upgrade. He's getting that scheme, fitter, field, general. 87 speed, 88 tackle. For Johnny Sloan, 76 for power, 77 zone coverage for the ball. Take Frankie Robinson. Luther Hightower getting an upgrade. Hightower's already got 86 trucking. What a monster. Shoulder tear, 5 weeks, not bad. Looks like Dean may have a shot at this defensive player of the year. We call him Johnny Sloan.